Coming to you tonight live from Shanty Road University Studios. This is Life Lessons with the legend, Bobby Lee Jordan. I appreciate all the viewers of these videos, and from time to time somebody will send me a suggestion or a good idea on something to talk about. And I want to recognize tonight Doug and Pam Griffin. Doug Griffin was a fellow I knew way back many years ago when we were both kids growing up in Kannapolis. Went to Jackson Park Baptist Church. All the dear good friends I had there as a youth, as a teenager. And Doug and Pam sent me a list. And I'm going to just read that to you. I'm going to share that with you. Anybody else that thinks you got something worthwhile, feel free to send it to me through Messenger or a text message, or you can call me if you got my number. Just however you want to contact me, it'll be great. So I'm going to share with you some advice from an old farmer. And I'm just going to pass this along thanks to Doug and Pam Griffin. Your fences need to be horse high, pig tight, and bull strong. You need to keep skunks and bankers at a distance. Good advice. Life is simpler when you plow around the stump. Now give that some thought. Not many of us are plowing nowadays, but quit beating your head against the wall. Words that soak into your ears are whispered, not yelled. Think on that a little bit. Meanness don't just happen overnight. People get mean over a lifetime. I love this one. Forgive your enemies. It messes up their head. And I know this one to be true. Do not corner something that you know is meaner than you. And guys, don't corner no woman. She's meaner than you, I promise you. It doesn't take a very big person to carry a grudge. Those grudges will weigh everybody down. You cannot unsay a cruel word. Ooh, that one strikes close to home. Every path has a few puddles. When you wallow with pigs, you can expect to get dirty. I'll throw this in. It's not on this list, but this is what my mama used to always tell me. Birds of a feather flock together. It took a while for that to soak in, but just give that some thought. The best sermons are lived, not preached. Think about the life we live every day. I love this one. Most of the stuff people worry about ain't never going to happen anyway. When you get as old as I am, you realize how true that is. I've years ago used to worry about stuff that didn't happen, was beyond my control anyway. Don't judge folks by their relatives. I don't know about you, but I've sure been guilty of that. Remember that silence is sometimes the best answer. Live a good, honorable life. Then when you get older and think back, you can enjoy it a second time. Don't interfere with something that ain't bothering you anymore. Timing has a lot to do with the outcome of a rain dance. Now, this wasn't about a rain dance, but I had a good friend one time that told me in the midst of a storm, he said, "You know what? I've been praying for rain." I thought, you didn't really just say that. So next time it's raining, you tell somebody you've been praying for rain. See what kind of looks you get. If you find yourself in a hole, the first thing to do is stop digging. Sometimes you get, and sometimes you get got. I've been there before. The biggest troublemaker you'll probably ever have to deal with watches you from the mirror every morning. Good judgment comes from experience, and a lot of that comes from bad judgment. And letting the cat out of the bag is a whole lot easier than putting it back in. Now listen to this one. if you think you're a person of some influence, try ordering somebody else's dog around. Live simply, love generously, care deeply, speak kindly, and leave the rest to God. I only got 2 to go, and these are pretty doggone important. Don't pick a fight with an old man. If he is too old to fight, he'll just kill you. And most times, it just comes down to common sense. That's a pretty good list of advice. Thanks to my good friend, an old friend, I haven't seen in many years, Doug Griffin and Pam. So, give it some thought. Read up on all the good stuff you can. By the way, just read all you can. You'll learn stuff. You can travel the world right from the comfort of your living room. Read, read, read. You'll run across some good stuff from time to time. Anybody have any questions? No questions, good. Be kind, love one another, act like you got some sense.